What's the difference between a legitimate app, tool, or platform for your business? In this episode, I'm going to share some tips how you can find out before pressing the buy button. Okay, well, let's go. Come on, it's coffee time. One of the amazing BizBean Club members reached out recently with a little bit of a quirky one, I'll be honest. It was an ad from social media that really piqued my interest, and I can see why it drew their attention as well. I thought it was such a great example to share with you so we can all become aware of the app traps and online unicorns that exist and how not to get sucked into such things. We are all constantly surrounded by ads for products, services, and these clever new apps that are being developed all the time. In fact, I had to Google this, but there's actually thousands of apps released every single month. And that's just on Apple from the research that I did. And a little bit further research shows that your average smartphone user has 80 plus apps installed on their device. And current data shows TikTok is the most popular app for being downloaded globally. I'm not going to name the app that was sent to me for my opinion, but I can tell you the ad claimed it would take away all your paper receipts by taking photos inside the app, then giving you the option to categorise them into expenses and even give you your taxable claims for your entire business. Naturally, my spidey senses went into overdrive. You know when you see something that looks too good to be true? That's our tummy giving us the first red flag. So of course, being such a curious human, I also wanted to provide my opinion to the club member. I dropped my phone and with the ad running, I went onto the desktop for an everyday Google search. Much to my surprise, the name of the app on the ad actually had a website. Okay, I thought maybe I'm being too skeptical. Maybe I can learn something here. And sadly, that was the end of my delight. The website, and I used air quotes there just in case you didn't see it, one page. Just one page. No menu, no about. And I was like, blimey heck, not even a contact us, nothing. I really mean a one-page website. It was like another version of their ad, but there was nothing else to click on. There was simply nothing there, nothing to tell me who was the company, was there a human behind it. It was just a one-page website that just had another version of the app and exactly, well, not even exactly, a bit of a promise of what it was going to do. So who owns the app? Dunno. Who's the company behind the app? No idea. If the app doesn't work, what do we do? Do we have to fight, in a battle with the App Store? I think so. And this is where the problem lies. I've personally had good and bad experiences with the App Store. On a couple of occasions, a refund within a few days and all went well. Actually, it was almost too easy. Other times it's been a little bit of bad luck my way for buying a thing that just wasn't any good. And by the way, have you ever noticed that you've had a conversation with someone and suddenly you get an ad on your social media or somewhere else online? We all know they're listening, and I'm sure there's ways to protect against this in our smartphones and devices, but how many of us find those settings and really bunker down? Whether you get an ad today or tomorrow like this one, or you just get served whatever the social algorithm thinks you want, the amount of stuff that is offered to us today, it's actually really annoying. I personally tell ads to bugger off on Instagram in particular, and then, bugger me, a few days later it's back. What was the name of that movie a couple of years back? I think it's called The Social Dilemma, all about the user being the product and the consumer. This app in particular really hit too many red flags for my liking. The good thing was, not even something to mention, but if there's a positive, it claimed to be about $50 a year. And again, that's what they said, but does it stay that price? Or do we get a shock next year when it comes around and the price has doubled? There was no terms and conditions. But one of my biggest questions about this tool was, can it really read my receipts to categorise them and give me the tax data that I need? I highly doubt it. Most of us have seen AI, artificial intelligence, and how it works. I've seen big known brand companies do similar things like this, and even they have issues. So my bet goes to that this is a problem and an issue we don't need to face on this occasion. Another one that grinds my gears, and how many times have you downloaded an app? How many times have you downloaded an app from the App Store and it says in tiny letters, in-app purchases? So you think, okay, well, I'll just use the basic free part of it, only to discover that you can only do that for 7 days for all the features of the app, and if you wanted more, it comes at a cost. Some of them you download and it's literally, here you go for 7 days, and by the way, straight up, we're going to charge you as soon as that 7 days expires. If I ever download an app and it says that, I delete it immediately. As Kim White would say, it's bait and switch. This is a horrible way people and businesses tries to suck us all in by paying for things we never wanted to pay for in the first place. Years ago I got sucked in. I wanted this video making desktop application and they said they had it on sale. And I think from memory, it was maybe priced at $300 originally and suddenly it's on sale for $89. I'd seen it around for a while and it really looked great. I remember going through the sales process of what was a much more reputable website, and after I paid the $89, the next window told me that I had to purchase the next Fangle Dangles pack for another $89. And that looked good at the time and was more worded like a sneaky question. So I did that, and then another window for the next Fancy Pants pack for yet another $89. And I was like, hang on a freaking minute. I wasn't really paying attention to the windows and the words, but by the time I'd paid 2 lots of $89, I just had this feeling, if I keep going, where's this going to end? So I bailed out, got onto their customer support and went through the motions of being really pissed off, asked for a full refund, and even sending them their own ads, which I was now reading fully for the first time and telling them they'd been misleading. Luckily they were nice and did give me all the Fangle Dangles and Fancy Pants pieces for the advertised price that they'd said. But I wondered at the time how many people didn't see that, how many people pressed all of the buttons and ended up paying much more than they originally intended. That was like a wake-up call for me. I've been more alert ever since. I read ads properly, and being I hate reading kind of person, this can be tough. But I take my time and I make sure I know what I'm supposed to be getting, and I only shop on reputable sites. This is the trick, peoples. Sadly, we can't trust ads on socials. Some random someone has made something and paid for the ads to go in front of us to buy something cheap, and who knows what's going to happen. I think we'd all be better off going to our local pokies and throwing money into a machine. Or better still, go out and buy a Tats Lotto ticket. The odds of winning versus the odds of getting what we pay for are about the same, in my opinion. So I'm going to pack away my milk crate, but I just want you to take this away with you. If you get fed an ad on social media and it looks too good to be true, just go online, check them out, see if they've got a website, see if they've got any kind of support. Because if something goes wrong, I guarantee if there's no support, you can pretty much kiss that money goodbye. I hope this episode has been helpful. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And until next time, happy biz beans to you.